A very good evening to you. I hope you are well. The time has just gone 6 o'clock, which means we're opening the doors to the sweet shop one more time for another brand new one-day special. Now, this is a one-day special with a difference for the sheer fact it wasn't meant to be here at all. We've brought it forward because... Well, in short, Charmaine just got sick of the emails asking for products on the show. So in theory, we've just brought the whole thing forward so you can get what you get. I'm going to give you a rundown briefly before we actually talk around the one-day special. I've got dies on the show that are individuals that have never been individual before but sold out the first show they were here, OK? I've got the keepsake ring binder, which I haven't got many of, which sells out time and time again. And I know, once again, there's a little amount of stock and they won't be back for a while now. So if you want the ring binders, I would get in quick for those if I was you. I haven't got many at all of them, so if you want to go in for them, get them now. Also, the dies that we've got on the show are now all individuals. The last time I bought the dies to you were in your one big one-day special and you couldn't get them individually, but now they're all available individually with their own item number as well. Shop ahead of me on the website, which you're already doing. And one-day special... You want to become a Freedom member because look at the price of this, £22.49 today, and I've not even told you what you can create. You are getting so many elements in here. You are getting card templates, mats and layers, tags and toppers. You're getting Ted? Who's Ted? Ted Hastings. Oh, I've gone back to Line of Duty. You're getting 10 ready... Mary Joseph and the wee donkey. 10 ready, steady, go backgrounds, which are 200 GSM that you've got in there. You're getting 40 mixed ephemera elements in there as well. You're getting 10 designer papers at 120 GSM. You're getting metal embellishments in there and 33 toppers and sentiments cards as well. All crammed in. We're going to go through this as well, but let me introduce the lady herself. She's going to tell us about her flips and flaps and books that we can create just here. It's the one and only. It's our Charmaine. How are you, my love?
How many people are in Dolly Town tonight?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. They should be socially distancing, I know that.
Well, yeah, as long as the socially distancing.
It's lovely seeing you.
It's lovely being here.
We weren't meant to be seeing you.
I got the phone call and they said, you're going to be on with Adam. I said, what can I do? I've got to come.
You couldn't turn it down, to be honest,
I couldn't turn it down.
It's a date you can't refuse.
Yeah, blind date with our screen.
Perspex screen between us as well. So what is a flip-flap book?
Well, it is exactly what it says. It's a flip-flap book. It's got flaps, it's got flips, it's got pockets, it's got tags and it's got flags.
Oh, it's got flip-flaps and flags?
Yep, flip-flops and flags. Oh. So you can do what you want with it. You can stick photographs in it. You can use your backing papers. You obviously get backing papers because it's a complete kit, but it's a lot more than that because you've got the templar. You can use it as many times as you want and you can change it. Once you've done what it says on the tin, so to speak, you can then mix it around and change it and add things. And as you can see by the one that you're holding that our lovely Anne-Marie's done, she's used our divas with her and used the diva paper. So you can use the papers that you've got in your collection, you can mix in the dies with it, and you can make your tags and your flaps even fancier by mixing all the bits and pieces together. And as you know, in Dolly Town, we like things to cross over and keep going nowhere.
You do indeed. Anybody, it's probably just an age thing. Anyone else remind this of Flares? Nightclub.
Yeah. Crazy flares.
Other stores are available. I think it's now called Reflex. But it does remind me of that. Right, then let's go through what you're actually getting with your flip-flap books. So, you are getting here, first of all, you are getting 10 ready, set and go backgrounds is what you're getting, first of all. So these are your backgrounds. Good GSM on these, 250 GSM as well. So what would we use the backgrounds for if we're using it as a flip-flap book?
Well, if you're using it for the book, you can use it for the construction of the book, unless you want to go with some plain and then add your papers to it, or you could cut it out and use it for your flags and your tags and your flaps.
That was close.
OK.
So I love these backgrounds. So remember, it's all high quality GSM. So that is your backgrounds. So there's your ready to go backgrounds that we're looking at there. 250 GSM and you're getting 10 of them already. Do you want to do templates while we're here, and then we've done. So you get your templates as well. So you get all the templates are in there. As you can see, there is so many of your templates that you're going to be cutting through. So all your templates are ready to go. All you simply need to do is cut them out. Then you're getting your 40 mixed ephemera, which you have to cut out as well. So I've counted them myself. It doesn't look it, but there's 40 elements that you're getting on there of your beautiful ephemera. From your beautiful ephemera, we're then talking about your 120 GSM paper stock that we're getting. These are your designer papers. You're getting 10 of these. Once again, these are nice.
They are the strokeable, aren't they?
These have got the sort of the William Morris-esque look about them.
Yes. Oh, that fancy fabric that you get, that costs an absolute fortune. Like Moda stuff as well, with your dipsy prints and that. But you've got what I class as, like, you know, kind of like my go-to papers. It's not too fussy. You can add to it. You can stamp over the top of it. You can use your stencils over the top of it, and you can ink on it, and you know, it mixes it up a bit. So they're not too in your face.
No, they're not.
They're not too insipid, but they're a good starting point to get you going.
They are beautiful, and they've also sort of got the textures and the hard work's been done for you. They remind me, some of the ones at the back remind me of the salt technique.
Yeah, it's mixed media based without getting messy. So it's clean crafting. So I've done the messy bit for you. And it's clean crafting to get you going and give you that look of the mixed media, but obviously without the inks and potions. Yeah.
Well,
just get your glue and your scissors out and you're good to go.
Well, that's all you need with these, really, and then you are really good to go on your paper because all the papers are there. Then you've got your 33 toppers and sentiments that's in there. So there's some of your toppers, your sentiments that you've got in there. Always on my mind. Smile and march on. Happy birthday. Do what makes you happy. Craft yourself happy. Happy post. Artie's work. Things like that. And then you've got your big clocks in there as well. Once again, matching with the backing papers. I don't know if you've noticed. Then you've got your 9 metal embellishments as well, which are down the front, or I've got mine in a little bag to give you that professional look. Now, with your metal embellishments, what can we do with the metal embellishments? Right,
if you look on this one here, this is the journaling book that I think I've just heard it's gone. You have got your corners at the top and you've got your fastener down here. So you get 4 corners. Now, I've not glued these on purpose so that I can just slide them off and then I can show you the thickness of them, she says with a doggy hand. The thickness of them is thick enough to go on the regular MDF that comes here.
OK.
And if you want to glue, you put your gel medium or your glue gel in there and then give it a little squeeze and it'll pop on the corners nice and easy. So with the tag book that my Flippy Flappy book, I only really use 2 of them on the corners. So I think, actually, if you put your hand up with the one that I went heavily beaded on.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, I went a bit crazy on that one. You can see on one of the corners, bottom corner, I put one on. Woo, it's whizzing. I put one on the corner there with gel medium. So if you just wanted to add 1 to a corner, you've got 4 in the kit there. So you don't have to have all 4 sides if you don't want. The fastener in the middle of this one, it has a little latch. I'll just lay it down. It would be easier if we can go on the overhead. And then we open it up like so and lift it up like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it has 4 pins to go with it, split pins or brads, whichever you like to call them. Split pins or brads.
They split on the end, don't they?
Split on the end. So you get them as well to go with it. So that goes in the kit. So it's great little starter kit to get you going. But I know you can make more than 3 out of there. Plus you've got the template, so you can keep going and keep going and keep going. I
like the lot. We're very busy on these as well. Become a Freedom member though, because you get that cracking little price if you're a Freedom member. Look at these, £22.49 a day. Already 20% of the stock has already gone. 056417 is your item number for this one. We're on the edge is where we're going next. I'm always on the edge with Charmaine. Available individually for the first time ever. Available on their own. Normally they came as a set. Last time I bought you these as a one-day special. The only way of getting them, once they obviously sold out, was going for them with the big bundle. Now this is the only time you can get them on their own, so jump on them. You already have, to be fair. £21.99. This is On the Edge set 1. 265133 is your item number for On the Edge that you're looking at the moment. So you've got the On the Edge that we're looking in there. So with your On the Edge, you can create dies that look like these. Let's go to Charmaine. Charmaine's got them all. Let's go to Charmaine.
I'm greedy. Got them all. Okay, if you want to go with the overhead, what I've got here, I mean, I've got even the dies as well. I've got to go through them samples to figure out which is which. So in the blue here, we have got the on the edge number 1. So we've got this one here, and if I flip to this one here, is the same one. So if I grab that one there, it's this one.
Okay.
So it cuts out that, or the other side of it is this one. And this side doesn't cut away. So if I flip back again and bring it over, sorry, there you go. It cuts that, Adam. Yeah?
Oh, nice.
And then the bit that's left over is the other piece that I've just shown you. This area can be as long as you want, so or as short as you want. If you want it to cut out this bit, then you add this one to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you want borders, you add that to it and you get that border. Reminds me of a brassiere.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I've got a sample, which will be here tomorrow because Dorsey left it at the top of the stairs. And the lovely John Lockwood is going to go around to the house to get it for me. So then you get this wonderful wiggly one here. And I know that in one of the books, if you go through, you will find all these in it. And then you get the negative space that goes with it as well. Oh, sorry, this one here.
Move it over a bit.
Oh, doing it. Keep your eye on the ball, Charmaine. So then you also get this one. So if I just bring this one back over here, you can see that you get, if I move that one, because that one comes in the kit, move that one out of the way, you've got this one, which is the one that cuts this. So this area cuts, this area doesn't. So that gives you the page, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you also get the flowers in there. I'll show you them later as we get going. And you get this wonderful one here, and so on and so forth. So if I put that back into position, I can move so you can see all the different shape pages that you can create, all these. And then when we cut this one, that would be what we class the negative for it. So as you start to move them around, you get all sorts of different effects. Now that is just one of the sets.
That is one of the sets.
One of the sets.
20% of that set has already gone. £21.99, 265 133 is your item number. That is set 1 with 12 dies in. Let's move on to set 2 that we've got on its own for the first time available once again. 968 104 is your item number. £21.99 with a saving of £3. Once again, the first time you've been able to get this on its own at the moment. Let's go over to our Charmaine. Have you got these ones as well?
Yeah, I've got them all. I'm greedy.
Oh, I like.
Right, so set 2. This is set 2. So what you get in set 2, you get this wiggly one here. So if I lift that off, it's actually easy to see with my line art. Yeah. Okay, so you get that one, but it doesn't cut here. But if you add this one to it, it will cut. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So when I place this in the machiner, I will get... Let me see if I can jump to it. Yeah. It does look like candles, doesn't it? Sorry, that was the voices in my head. Right, we get that one. You get this one.
Flick it to the side and move it over.
To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It's like dancing, isn't it? But I should have done my book the other way around. So you can see that's what you're getting. And I put that in short ways. So on the other side, I should have the negative space from it, which to me is not negative. There it is. So when I cut that, I get that one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a twofer. Beautiful, beautiful wiggly wigglies. And a beautiful wiggly wiggly, and of course you can do like a double page spread like that, or you can have it so it crisscrosses about and it makes fancy wiggles like this, and keeps going and keeps going and keep going. So that's just one of them out there.
I love that one because it looks like a city.
Yeah, I mean you can get all sorts when you look at it. This one here reminds me of those fancy houses abroad. I'm just trying to think of it. Yeah, if you turn it around. Where did you say? Santorini? Yeah, it's beautiful. When you're going up the hillside as well. So you should just draw little bits in. That could be like a hillside. Or it could be fire, couldn't it? So they all work in conjunction with each other. And as you're moving about and doing your flips and flags, you can see that you can get all these wonderful, wonderful effects with them all. They're perfect to go with each other. They were designed to go with each other, and I just didn't want to bring them all at once and overface you with too much So.
No, they are beautiful. Set 2 is the busiest by far, the busiest set so far. And I generally don't know. Once they've gone, they've gone. I honestly don't know with these. So generally get in quick if I was you. Set 3 is up next, obviously. We've got set 1, we've got set 2, set 3. Once again, same spiel, but it's the first time you've been able to get set 3 on its own for a very long time. £21.99, 233223 is your item number. A saving of £3 on this one as well. Let's go over to Charmaine, live in Crafter's Corner for set 3.
Naughty corner. OK, so set 3, if I bring the dies in again, and if I lift this off, you can see you get another wiggly one, so it's not the same as the other wiggly one. So if I bring that one in off of set 1, because you may think, it looks the same, Charmaine. No, it isn't. One's wigglier than the other one. So one's a wide wiggle, and this one's more of an equally wiggle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
The language that comes out of my head is just crazy, isn't it? So you've got a big fat wiggle down at the bottom, and it's all wiggly about, and this one's more regimented, would you say?
Yeah.
And then, again, you've got a matching die to go with it if you want to cut that one. So I put that one back with set 1. So this is set 2. You also get the little fixing post. So if you've got the ring binder kit and you're making your own rings, like this, you can add them to it as well. It also makes a great stencil. If you multiple cut it, you get that diamond shaped out, and I'm mad for anything Alice, so that works wonders for me. Then you get this one here, which is really, really wiggly, and you get the matching one to go with it, and you get that one that we know is absolutely awesome with those ones of her little dots cut out as well, and you get the edge strip that goes with that to cut that out. Now, OK, that's the dies, that's the basis of it, and if I move that one to one side, then I can flip. So I know that that's from set 1, because I did that in colour coordination. That was sensible of me. Here's a non-sensible bit, because I just mix them all together. So you can see one of them there. This is set 3.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? So place that in and you get that, yeah? OK. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's beautifully fine as well. So if you wanted to have that as a border and decorate it up on a box and things, and you didn't want to go in and fussy cut, you get that one to go with it as well, and you pop that in. So you can have it as wide as you want.
Oh, OK.
So you can put it in that wide. And of course, it doesn't cut here and it doesn't cut here. So if you've got a long length of card, you can pop it in your machine and keep rinsing and repeat, and you can extend it. And what I'll show you is I'm going to grab something from behind. Oh. You didn't expect me to say that.
There's a screen between us.
So I'll just go behind and grab this one and bring this back. And if I lift this up, I can show you with one of the others. They're all intended to do the same. I know it's not from the same set, but they're all intended to do the same thing. So it finished there, put it back through the machine, and it keeps going. Same with the negative space. Does that make sense, Adam, now?
Yeah.
So if you want to decorate boxes and things, because I know we have lots of MDF boxes, if you go and get them kiddie rolls of paper, chop it in long slim, you can go as long as your arm can crank the machine. Does that make sense?
I like these. Set 3, very busy, £21.99. 233223 is your item number for set 3. Something that I literally don't think is going to be here for more than... Oh, it's already gone? Yeah, I knew it would, but I told you it was going to go. The bookbinder, I had samples and everything to show you. It's already gone. You love it, and it's not going to be back for a while. We can't never keep it in stock. Well done if you got it. Jump to the website. Everything's on the website for you. Everything is on there. So you've got your one-day specials. Then you've got your dies individually as well. You've got your stencils on the show, which is a pick and mix. First time I think they've been brought back as a pick and mix. Stencils.
First time they've ever been on as a pick and mix, so you can pick whichever ones you want.
So first
they've all
time...
come as 3. Sorry to interrupt. They've all come as 3s, sets of 3s.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And yeah, they've all come on as sets of 3s. But now you can choose whichever one you want, if that makes sense.
So they normally come as a set of 3, but this time you can now choose them individually, and you can choose your own set of 3 as you want to go for. And then we've also got all the stamps on there as well. It's worth having a little look for the Dolly Tots that you've already got. Right then, let's go. We are busy for this one-day special. Very, very busy for your flip-flap book and all your templates that you're getting there. You're ready to go backing card that you got, because it is card, because you're talking 250 GSM. You've got your back designer papers that's in there at 120 GSM. You've got your ephemera in there, and you've also got your hardware in there as well, so your corners and your lock that you're getting. Because them locks, the locks that we've got here are the same sort of locks, by the looks of it, that you get on the front of your wooden leather journals. So you know what you're getting, you know you're buying into quality. Right, what are we up to?
We just do quality, you know.
Well, I never would have put it past you.
Right, okay, I'm just going to spin this around. So what I've got two pieces in the template. Excuse me. We've got a left and a right, and it's your spine. All our templates work on A4 cardstock because that's what's readily available in the UK to us. So that's why I do it. I like to make things easier. Now, when I'm drawing out templates, I try to line them up to the side, top and the bottom, because there's no point cutting out and wasting card off. So all you do is you cut your template out as it says in the instructions, and then you draw around it, just like we used to do when we were at school. Now, my little tip is when you've done that, you can put that into your folder and you can keep it, but where the score lines are, if you just cut a little notch out of that, so I purposely left this one and left my workable one at home, to show you exactly what I mean. So if you cut your little notches out, you can then do your little lines in there to show you where to put them. So that's probably the most difficultest bit, if that makes sense, of doing your template. Cut these notches out. Why I didn't actually do one and bring both of them would have made more sense, but we didn't. So, right, so there it is. Pop that down, and then we'll just take this and we do a little mark there and a little mark there. Does that make sense,
Yes,
Adam?
that's our folder line.
Because usually we used to do a mark there, and then as soon as you chop that off, where's your mark gone? Mark is marched off. So there we go. Does that go over your head then? Did you get it?
No, I got it eventually.
Oh,
I was trying to think of the other man you always talk about.
Don't say things
Who's
like
the
that.
other man?
I don't talk about men.
You do? Who is it? Ron?
Yeah.
Ron.
I knew who it was.
Later on, the other man in your life.
Oh,
That's
Robbie,
three men
having
you've
a
got
hissy
going on
fit.
now.
Who's these men? I can barely handle one. What am I doing with three other men?
Well,
You painting a right picture of me, mate.
we all know it.
You can go right off, fucking hell. Right, OK, I'm going to do this with... So you can cut it out with a pair of scissors, as I just started, and you can also do it with a craft knife. Check that I'm using it the right way round, because Dozy has done that before.
Yes, you
And we've got the first bit done.
You can use your guillotine as well.
Of course you can. In fact, I even brought a guillotine here with one of them scory blade things as well. You know, one of them posh ones, which is down on the floor there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bone folder. I'm going to shove it from behind and line it like that, because I can't be bothered to
Not a shove him from behind today, not a grab him from behind. Are you all right? You've got three men on the go and you're shoving and pushing.
Pushing and shoving, I know.
Did you flip flat
It's terrible. And of course I'm going to keep this for Ron, because, you know, he's coming for the party later. And what you've got is you've got a piece like this, Adam. So this is going to be the front. Or, if you want to mix it up, this could be the front of it. You take two of these pieces and you join them together. This one and this one, the sizes are different, okay? So I'm not going to do that because it's simple. Once you've got the template, it's there, follow the instructions. You also get a back piece because you want a pretty back side, Adam. So we give you a back piece so you can cover your back side up if you've overlapped. Never mind shaking your head. So we bring this one in.
It's not perfect, it's got a little crack in it, but it does the job.
Yep, exactly. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my crack now. So if you overlap the two, can you see here?
Yes.
OK, you see where the two overlap. So there's no point going all the way with that because it just wastes the card, and the fact that we're doing now with A4. So if we brought this one in, we can place that over the top and we can give it a nice pretty back side. You get it? OK, so you're quite right. We cover a crack up. So we can cover that up. Or we could take our ribbon, which I know that's on the show, and we can make a decorative edge. Come on, get your teeth in, Charmaine. You can make a decorative effect of it. I'm going to run with that one. I'm keeping it. So you can take that over and you can put that on there like that.
30, is this right? There's a 32... I've got it in the studio, Kate, if you want to see it.
It's 100% cotton lace. It's not the cheap synthetic stuff. It's 100% cotton lace. So if you've got dyes, you can dye that and it'll take the dye absolutely awesomely.
A £32 saving.
And they're
Look
not
at
tinny.
the embellishments.
They're not tinny, are they? When you
No,
grab hold of those, they're
proper.
ching-ching, decent stuff. So,
They're
yeah,
beautiful.
certainly not tacky.
Look at that. So you're getting 3 lots of your ribbon, and then you're getting all things like your little teapots on there, your hairs on there. You're getting your sewing machines. Alice is on there as well with like the little hair and the clock. You're getting your owl on there. You're getting butterflies on there, leaves on there, perfume bottles. You're getting your hands for your clocks.
I love the hands for the clocks. I absolutely adore them. It was something I struggled with at one point.
They go well with the clocks.
And they go well with the clocks, hence why we've pulled them back on with this.
You see? And these, the ones at the top are huge. You've got scissors, feathers, keys in there, belt buckles you could use some of these ones for. That's stunning.
They're perfect for jewellery as well. They really are. You just need a chain. What? Cufflinks?
Cufflinks.
Oh, cufflinks. Yeah, they'd be awesome for coffins. That Halloween come early.
Yeah, but little set of cufflinks that you've got going in. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Yeah, and all the lace that you're getting on there. We've also got the lace. You're getting 3 packs of your lace as well. Beautiful lace. Absolutely stunning. As Charmaine said, you can colour this up and tint it all up. 9 metres of vintage 100% cotton lace is what you're getting. All of that for £24.88. Worth having a little look. Right then, let's go back to see where we're up to with our journal.
Right, OK, this is another one, same principle. So I've done the same thing already, but what I want to do is I want to decorate the front of this one up. So I'm going to do a 2 for Adam. I'm going to get some card out. So here's my card. And I'm going to decorate up the card to make the front of this. So I'm going to use my Dots and Dashes stencil, close that book up there, and I'm going to use my Savage Patina, because I just love the name.
Is that the new one?
Savage Patina.
Is that the brand new colour that's out? Savage Patina, just
Whether or not that's how it's pronounced, it's what I'm calling it, Savage.
What's it actually called?
There you go. I'm sure that says Savage Patina.
Salvaged?
No. Nah.
Savage Patina. Salvage Patina.
Salvage. Savage is better. Oh, dear. Right, so yeah, Savage, I'm sticking with it. OK, salvage, just like on your trousers when you're sewing. Yes. So I'm going to put a little bit of that down there and a little bit further down as well. And then I'm going to take my blue, which is my blueprint sketch, and I'm going to crisscross that same stencil, and I'm going to add that to it, and I'm going to move that one down. So this is much stronger colour, and move that down there, and we're creating a little bit of background going on. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah, makes sense so far.
So I'm just going to jig these about a bit and get another stencil, which we will have the... Oh, is it gone? Right. There we go. And we are now using the entwined circles. So this is number 2. No, it's not. It's number 2, number 5. And we're now going to take the... my Savage again.
You're going Savage.
I'm sticking with that name. So, with Salvage Patina. So I'm just going to put a little bit at the top. So I've gone this way, and now I'm going in the opposite direction and creating a little background like that. Aiming for the centrepiece. Does that make sense? Don't need an awful lot. In fact, I'm just going to add a little bit down there, and we've got my background going on. Get in the folder. Get in the holes. Thank you, matey. Right, now move them to one side. And then I would trim this down.
Yeah.
Now I've used 2 different stencils on the piece that I've trimmed down. And then I'm going to add bits and pieces to it. So this is going to be for, you know, my mate Ron.
Oh, yeah.
OK, it's going to be for my mate Ron, where I'm going to do something a little bit like that with it.
That's really nice.
So I've used one of the little toppers, which says a scribble can be a masterpiece, and one of the little ephemeras, and I've cut that out, and a piece of the lace behind it, and I've matted it onto a piece of the card which is in the kit. So it doesn't all have to be just about the little journal that we're doing. So there is my small piece ready to go. Here is a piece matted, ready to go. And we're going to grab the glue, because I can't spot the tape, and we're going to pop that on there like that. And we're going to add that to there with a nice, neat little border. Oop. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. There we go. So, oh, it's been tricky on me. Do you want to do a recap when I get this lined up?
I'll give you a little quick recap because we've not seen the stencils yet. It's the first time that you've been able to get them in your own pick and mix, as it were. Normally, Charmaine brings them in sets of 3, but this is the first time you can pick your own 3. So let's go through them one by one. We'll start at the top corner. And we'll work our way across. So this is the entwined circles that you've got first. This is the one that Charmaine just used on her stencil that you got there. Up next, you've got the seeds. Like the seed, looks a bit like jelly beans. Up next, you've got screw heads, and it does look like your screw heads as well. It could also be planets if you wanted them to be. Dashes and shards look like lightning strikes to me. If you're all that famous wizard, you know the famous wizards that you got. Up next, shells, cells, your neutrons and your atoms, very Big Bang Theory. Then I like the nature. First time I've seen this nature one, because this one really does work that you've got in there. From your nature, we move on to your cosmic as well, so we like in the cosmic. Then we move on to your nails and dots. Liking nails and dots. Maze, because it looks like little mazes. And then roses. You can check any 3 of these for £14.97. 047888 is your item number there with a £9 saving. This is what Charmaine's going to be using over the next 24 hours. Nothing. No? No. No. We were so close. Nothing on the, let's say it anyway, nothing on the show apart from one item except the big bundle of the Dolly Tots is above £30. So apart from if you're going for the big bundle, which makes sense, doesn't it, really? It's only £49.94, so it's only a £10 over-ish that you're going. But if you spend £60, you can split the cost onto 2 interest-free flexible payments. It's worth having a look. So really, you've only got to buy 2 items. In theory, with the £30 mark. Let's go back, because we're digging ourselves a hole. That I can't even get out of.
I only thought that they were on as individuals. I didn't realise they were on as a bundle, so I'd been saying exactly the same thing as what you were going to say, Adam.
Yeah, you see?
Exactly the same. And in fact, the girls have been saying the same too on social media. But yeah, if you buy anything in individuals. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to use the ribbon and I'm going to use the fastener so I can show you both, OK? All in one go. So we've got this done. I've left my spine bit there. I've left this on because I've actually used one of the templates. Now, you don't do that because you want to be reusing that. But obviously, I've got, you know, excess amount of them. Of course you have. You know, so I've left that there so that you can also see on screen. That's why I did it on this. So I've left that blank because we want to put our flaps, our tags and our flags in there before we put the piece on to cover it up, yeah? So it's like a blanket, like the backside piece, it hides all the sins. So this is my front, and if I want to kind of decorate the front bit up first, I can have it going this way round, or I can have it going this way around. And as I made this card up, I thought, you know what, this would look rather nice on there. So I could even take it the whole way across, if that makes sense to you. Yeah. And then I thought, oh, I could add something else, because then your brain starts to go, or mine does anyway. It's usually when I should be going to sleep. And I could add that piece to it. So I've chopped out the inner piece. I could cut away here, and I could add this to it and give it a shaped element. Now, on some of them, we've used the circles as a shaped element. So what I'm going to do is, before we add the front bit, we take the ribbon from behind. Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, at this stage, this is where you could, if you've got magnetic sheets,
yes,
this is where you could put them in before you put your papers on top to make it fasten.
Yes, yeah, your little tiny magnets.
Or even like your A4 sheets, and you can put them up.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've actually got a load of really, really big sheets that I got from somewhere, and I do the same with that, just because you only need a tiny little bit.
Need a little square,
tiny little
two little squares, so they
connect
together.
So if you're using the lace as a fastener, or using ribbon that you've got in your stash, put this on now. Get it in there in position before you forget, and we'll put that little topper on there. Now, the thing about the book is it can be all decorated flat, and that's what I like about it, is the fact that you're decorating things up, and you can build the actual book itself, the mechanism up, and you can keep adding and adding and adding. So if you're keeping it as a keepsake for yourself to remind you of techniques and things, yeah, fair enough. If you're going to make it up for somebody, say somebody's got a fancy birthday or a wedding, you can put bits and pieces in, secret messages and stuff like that. If you want it as a memory thing, where it could be tips about cooking, gardening, it could be tips about where not to go and where to go on holiday and things like that, adding photos, maybe a birthday, a baby card, a christening card, things like that. So you can do it in that way as well. So now I've got that piece in and it's secure, that can become my fastener. This could actually remain like that, but when I put my back piece on here, that would cover that up as well, Adam. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're covering all your gubbins, as it were. So
I'd say most normal crafters would figure that one out. So I needed to put that one in just to make sure that you're aware of that. You can leave that loose. Now, if you were going to use the other fasteners, which are here, you would poke your holes in. Now, if you haven't built this up too much, excuse me with a rattly bag, if you haven't built it up too much, let's open that back out again, move that underneath there. You position that one like so. Take your pokey tool here and here, poke that through, and remember you want to cover this afterwards. Does that make sense?
Cover the brads underneath.
And it will cover the brads underneath. So you've just got to think about these things beforehand, and then you do the same on the other side, but you close your book up how it is, like this. And you would have this one at the other side. I don't know why we need sound effects, but we do.
I like them.
And what I tend to do is I put the locking in like that, and I get my first lot of brads in, then I get my second lots of brads. When that one's secure, I get my second lots of brads in. But I'm going to leave this one for one later because we've got plenty of time in other shows, haven't we?
Well, you've got 5 hours.
5 whole hours.
You've got 5 hours to fill of quality crafting and entertainment.
Are you on with me for all of them?
No,
then?
I'm off tomorrow.
Well, where's the entertainment coming?
You've got Paola tomorrow.
Oh, yes, definite entertainment then.
And Yanis.
So if we open it up like that, the lovely Yanis. So we open it up like this, we can now start to decorate the insides. Sorry, sweetie, you're the only man for me, honest. Yeah, because I know you've left me for a rubber ducky.
Well, we can't both get in the bath. I've told you before.
I know. That goes back to
you
that
go
song.
after. I have the clean water, then you have my water after. Just the
Reminds
shower
me
we
of
can
being
get
a child again. So you can decorate the book up. So this is the front. Bring it back to crafting now.
Well, yeah, because I was going to go on to Ron then as well. 3 of us won't fit in the bath.
Rubber dub tub. How many men in the tub?
Depends on the day of the week.
Oh dear, I've lost the plot now. Right, so what were I going to do, Adam? I was going to add this one to here, and I'm going to add this one to here. Now, what I've done with this is I've cut out artist work, and I've added glossy accents and micro beads on the top of it.
You've loved them glossy accents this week.
I do. I love the micro beads as well because they're clear ones. But if you go OTT with it, it makes everything blurry. Like you've had a bit too much gin. And then I'm going to put one of my ephemera in there like that. So I'm going to get that front bit glued down. I'm going to make you do some work, matey.
Not a problem. I can do that. A quarter of the stock has already gone. A quarter of the stock in 37 minutes. We've brought this show forward for the sheer fact you've asked for the dies on their own. You've asked for the stencils. This is brand new. This wasn't meant to launch for another couple of weeks yet, but we rang Charmaine and said, can you do a show for us, a one-day special? Well, we didn't tell her that. We just said, can you do a show? And now she's here. We said, we've actually got a one-day special to do. You think I'm joking. But this is what we've bought you for this hour. You are getting so much in this collection. First of all, you're getting your templates that you're getting there as well. Your templates are going to open the doors to so many of the books that you can do as well. So all the books that you see us flick through as finished samples, that's what you're going to be creating. From there, you've then got 10 ready to go backgrounds at 250 GSM cardstock wise, which they're beautiful, beautiful background. You can hear the quality in them as you flick through. Each one is different. Each one is A4 because an A4 sheet will fit the templates that you're getting in there as well. From here, you're then getting 40 of your ephemera images, so you can cut these out. So this is the flower that we're using at the moment, and you can also use this little background because this matches with one of the backgrounds that you've already got in your kit as well. From there, we've got 10 designer sheets at 120 GSM. Let me pull them out for you. Here they are. Love this first one. I would genuinely wear a shirt like that if that was a shirt available. It looks absolutely good. Just the more you look at it, the more you see these elements just here. Just fussy cut these out. These are fronts of cards already. The more I look at it, the more I see little things that you got in. Then you've got that woodwork. Once again, nice to take pictures on. Then you've got your sort of mockled leather, it looks like, that you've got there, sort of your sponge effects. Remember, these are mixed media papers, but the mixed media has been done for you, so you haven't got to get down and dirty and messy if that's not your sort of craft that you already like. From there, we're then also talking about your 33 topper sheets that you've got there as well. So you're getting 33.
I'm getting down and dirty.
Charmaine's getting down and dirty on her hands and knees picking all the papers for me. Then you get your 33 topper sheets that you get in there as well. All of this is what you are getting. There's more. You get professional after this, you really do. You get Catherine, Paola and Jan. As soon as I've done, it gets slightly more professional. All of this, and you get your embellishments included in the kit as well. All of that. Oh, I'm getting excited. I've got a cute angina. For £22.49 is what you're looking at today. All of that and a quarter of the stock has already gone. Your item number is 056417 is your item number. £22.99 is what you're looking at for this one. Let's go back to demonstration. Let's rein it in, because we're all getting a little bit excited because things are going out here. Things are selling out.
So we got the front on here and it's overlapping. So remember not to put any glue on the outside edge, that it sticks to the edge of it here. So we're having an element of a flap popping out of there. But when we flip it over to the inside, I want to cover where you can see it here. So we're going to sandwich it together with one of these circles that comes in. But this is my spine, so I need to score that as well. So this is where you have free rein on what you do with inside and how you create your flaps and tags and things.
Okay.
So I need to score that roughly about there. So take that out and give that a good wiggle. There we go. You'll work for me, matey. Now, I could chop that off and I can use it for another piece, or I can glue it to here and I could have it so it opens up like that, which I think the book that you've got with the beadies on has got the back piece. Yes, it has. Yeah, I did that. So you can see that back piece where I've added a circle and scored it and popped it underneath. Also, if you open that front bit up, there, can you see how I've created pages using the dies? So you just cut with the two dies that match each other and you've got the papers that hide underneath. So that's how all these are done. So we'll go through these within the hours that we've been allocated here.
You've got many of them.
There's loads and loads and loads of options. Now, I know tomorrow there is some books being delivered. Mr. Postman will be bringing them tomorrow.
Oh, really?
And one person in particular has made up 3 different versions of the kit using nothing but, you know, the actual templates itself, really.
Oh, so they've made 3 books with all the templates. So they would have used all the kit then, I'm guessing.
If there was just using the bits and pieces from it, no, you can make more than 3 with
so
what's in there.
You can quite a bit out of the kit then.
I've got loads and loads and loads of stuff left over. So you can see that I've added it to the fold, and as I'm doing that, I'm bending this. Oh, you fell off, or you can go back on later. So I'm bending this to make sure that it's movable. That's really, you know, you've got to have your book opening and closing, so I'm making sure that's movable before I glue this down. Now, I could leave it and have it so we've got a secret little thing, but what I want to do is I want to disguise this back piece, or what I could have done is I could have mounted that onto black card so it looked okay. Does that make sense? It's a lot of forward thinking, but once you've made one, your brain starts to tweak and think, oh, I could do this, I could do that, and I could do the other. So there's no written instructions saying you have to stick to the plan. The plan is play, have fun, experiment, cut all the pieces out, make as many as you want and move them around. So I'm stopping squeezing and starting to spread that glue around, as we don't want too much on. So if you can see that it's white, you've got too much on there. Close it back up and we've covered that front piece there, and this is just using the bits that are in the kit itself, okay?
Nice.
So we've got the spine there. Let's add a tag. Do we want to go with coloured card, Adam, or do we want to go with plain and decorate it with a stencil?
We've got 14 minutes left, so it's up to you.
Yeah, choice is yours.
Let's go cover it with metal.
Metal? Where did that come from?
Did you not say metal?
I said pattern card or stencil.
Oh, pattern card.
Pattern card, then.
I thought we were going to cover embellishments and metal. I thought this was fun.
Well, yeah, we'll do that later. Where did metal come in? Choose your own options.
I genuinely thought you said we can cover it in metal. I thought this sounds fun.
Yeah.
I've not seen this before.
We're going to get some chains out and things.
Oh?
Oh, why not? So I've got one of the tags, one of the flags, and I've cut it out. All I've done is cut my template out, and now I'm going to stick it down into where the spine area is. And I'm going in this direction. Glue that down and make sure that where the edge is, that it folds back up, is towards the edge here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we get that going down, and just depending on my cutting, I'm going to slide it because I want it to line up straight. So with me using a wet glue opposed to a tape, I've got the wiggle ability, to move it and position it where I want. And if I haven't put 10 ton on, that should grab pretty quick. Now what I've done is I've cut it out, and I've cut it out with the card, and then I've also glued the paper on the opposite side. You can go around the outside edge and colour it with pens if you so wish, or inks, and I've done the same with this one as well. So this is one of the shorter ones. You do also get matted and layered pieces in there as well. And all your little offcuts, you'll start to use them and add them to your pieces. So pop that one in there like that. Make sure that that goes in. So it's really, really quite simple. So there are two of the templates.
I suppose the templates you can use for other things as well, couldn't you? Like you could use, you can't, like your flags and banners. I like this one you're about to do now.
Yeah, because it's weird, isn't it? This is my bendy one. So my bendy one, I've doubled it again, and what you do is, there's two things. You can use it in conjunction with this one because you can glue that one on top of there like so. Shall we do that and add it to it? And you can have it coming from underneath, or you can have it, if you turned it around and you wanted it here, you can have it coming from above to come down and cover up. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yep. Or you can actually attach it over here. So there's lots and lots of options. You've got spine 1, spine 2. You place it where you want, but we're going to go there and fill this book up. So remember not to cover the spine area. So you see I've got way too much glue on there, so I'm just going to rub it off with my magic digits and get rid of that. And then we're going to place that in position there, and we're going to go like that, and we're going to fold over like that. Now we've got the counting clock. You pop that in there, and if you were happy with everything that you've got on in there, or you wanted to add to the other side, then now is the time to add to the other side. And all you would do is you would get the strip that's not neither of them two is there. Yay. And you pop that in like that. I think it's that one anyway, and it starts to cover up those mechanisms that are hiding in there, and that's when you start to get your flaps going on. Yeah. And then you can decorate it up with other bits and pieces which would add to it. If you wanted to use the dies in conjunction, you would have die cut that already, or you would add some dies to it. So if you open one of those books there, you will see that some of them, not that one, because that's plain. Yeah, I reckon Sue's done it. Probably some pockets. So what Sue's used to decorate it up, she's made pockets, and she's used the dies on top of it, and she's used the dies on the front of that book as well and layered them up to make elements. But you see there's a die in there and there's pockets, so it makes it a little bit more interesting.
I like these. Those are amazing.
Now, what I've also got to say about the templates and the girls, there's one of the girls, she won't mind me saying this, who templates and construction is not her forte. Okay. And I'm a mean, nasty woman sometimes. I gave the template with no instructions, no words, no nothing, just cut it out and make up.
You're like Mary Berry in a cooking exercise in the tent.
Quick, you know, like showing somebody a cake and there's the ingredients and then walking away. That is basically what I've done. And the book that she's made is absolutely awesome. It's the one with the divas in.
Oh, Flesh.
The bright one, yeah.
Let's go down to disco time. Look at it, she did well.
No instructions.
Is she watching?
Yeah, she'll be watching.
Who is it?
It's Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie.
Well, she designed the divas so she can draw. But construction, I give her a template, and if it was to print, she shrinks it down to 50% and makes her own thing.
I love this.
It's cool, isn't it?
Love,
so that was
adore it.
without any instruction. She just did it. So that to me is a test. You know, give construction to Anne-Marie, and if she achieves it, yes, we're on with a winner chicken dinner.
Well, if Anne-Marie can do it, anyone can do it, because we've all heard about our Anne-Marie.
She'll be thumping me later. So I've got a circle, and I'm going to add a circle to the spine here over there. Yeah, which is not part of the flaps and things, but I can add that to it, and I can keep going and keep going. But I think we're short on time now, are we?
You've got ages. You've got 7 minutes.
Oh, 7 minutes. Let's do it then. Yeah, do it. So all I'm going to do with that is I'm going to score that. Let's go there. We're going to score that like that. And we're going to give it a little groove. And here we go. Glue on the spine. Actually, it would have been better if I'd have glued the actual circle. And I'm going to pop that there like that. So it's almost tying the two together. So I've now got an extra little flap in there like that. Come on, get there. There we go. It's a bit old dry on the throat in here today, isn't it? Get that one on there. So don't put the cover on here. Don't put the cover on there, because I want to add more flaps to the other side. So let's get another one.
Do you need a slurp of anything?
I do indeed.
Do you want to do some numbers? Was that a nice way? That was a very polite way of saying, can I just have a quick drink because I'm gasping?
Side. How much?
That's not water. Now, over a quarter of the stock has already gone of your one-day special. £22.49 if you're a Freedom member. It's worth having a little look. 056417 is your item number. You're getting 10 ready-to-go backgrounds in there at 250 GSM. You're getting 10 design papers at 120 GSM in there. You're also getting your 40 mixed ephemera elements in there. You're getting 9 embellishments elements, and you're also getting 33 toppers and sentiments in there as well. I'm going to quickly go down the dies now. I'm just going to give numbers and prices, because these are flying. Set 1, the details for the set 1, it's the first time you can get all these dies on their own. Set 1, £21.99, 265133 is your item number. So many elements and combinations that you can use with these as well. Set number 2 that we've got on here, once again, first time you can buy it on its own, and nearly a quarter of the stock has already gone. £21.99, £3 saving, 968104 is your item number. Last time we bought all these to you, they were in a big bundle together. This time, Charmaine has gone, well, if you missed them last time and you asked for them individually, when can we get them individually? This is the time to get them now. Your third and final set that we've got here as well, 20% of the stock. I think, we're not meant to have favourites, but I think this is my favourite, because I like these ones. I like these little towns. These look so, there's something quite Prisoner of Azkaban about them and things like that, quite Aladdin-esque all round there. £21.99, 233223 is your item number for this one as well. Right then, let's go back to Demo. She's had a slurp, and let's go back to what you're up to.
What am I up to? Good question. I don't really know. I've lost a little bit, so I'm just going to trim. I'm just going to trim off and make my spine and cover at least one of them, and then that way you will be able to see how it's getting on, if that makes sense. So just pop that on there. I don't know where that disappeared. Oh, it's probably right in front of me, Adam, and I just can't see for looking. It's them doggy eyes that I've got. Right, where you gone? No, I can't see my knife. There you are. Hides, it hides, it hides. So, where's my template? Template, come on.
There it is underneath.
Come to me, come
at the back, you clipped them together.
Yeah, I was really
organised.
No, it happens once in a blue moon. There we go, that's my spine. So you need two, obviously you need 2 spines. So if I just pop that on there, there we go. And we'll get that trimmed. Depending on how much you're actually putting on to your book, you might need to trim your spine down a little bit, because if you're putting loads in, you will need to trim it. Because, oh, it's there. Oh, well, there's another one. Right,
oh,
so
yeah, you put it on to show us.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, use that one. Right, get that glued in. I think. There we go. So pop the spine in there. I think I trimmed that. Get that in. Get my flap over, that's why, because it's not the right one. And you can see that you can start to build it up.
Yeah,
get
you
that
can get
one.
quite a lot in there as well, can't you?
You can keep going, you can get a lot more pages in as well, but I'll just put that on so at least you can start to see. We're going to add more to it. I'm not going to leave it as is because I want to add more and I want to put other bits and pieces in it as well. So we get that. So it'll be jumping backwards and forwards to different ones. Pop that in. Where are you? Everything's falling off.
It'd be a nice little colouring book, or if you've got different cards, or watercolour cardstock, or super smooth card, you could add, or your mixed media cardstock in there even. You could add your cardstock and you could use it like just as a little doodle pad.
You could indeed. That'd be absolutely awesome, wouldn't it? I mean, we've got the stamps on, so maybe you can, you know, stamp up some bits. So you're going from behind, you're going that way around, you're going around to the front, and then we can tie in a little bow. So this is without actually using the fastener itself. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if we want to open that up and we want to add one of these to it, okay, if we put some like gel medium on, we pop it like that and we give it a little squeeze. And we pop that one on like that and we give that a little squeeze. There we
Gives
go.
it an age straight away, doesn't it?
It does, it does. And it also makes it look a lot more finished off than what it is. And then you can start to decorate up with all the different bits and pieces as well, so you can add to it. That just does not want to stay on today because you need to hold things, don't you, Charmaine? So it can start to look aged and you can build it up. Does that make sense, Adam?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I was just thinking, if you're using one of the clocks, you could use the hands from the embellishment collection and wrap twine around the hands to lock it all off. So your hands would be technically your locking system, you know, like on them important top secret files where you have that bit of string and you wrap it around. Oh,
actually, on the book there in front of you.
This one?
Yep, with the flower stamps on. Can you see the fastener for that? That's the embellishments I've used as a fastener. So it kind of just hooks in. So I turn it the other way around. And then hook it in.
It hooks in there.
So as I cut the circle bit off, the negative from it is on one side, and I've added some words to that, and then you just move it to one side and it slots in. And I think on one of the other books, one of the girls has used the dies as a fastener.
There is so many possibilities.
So many options.
There is so many things you can do with these when you get them. You just really have to think outside the box with all these as well. We are very, very busy, and it is worth becoming a Freedom member on this one as well, because you either pay £24.99 plus your postage and packing as well, or you become a Freedom member for £22.49 and it's delivered to your door. It's delivered for £22.49 and you are getting everything that you see here. I only got 30 seconds left, so check out your baskets if I was you. All that's left for me to say is thank you, Charmaine. Always a pleasure.
Wonderful.
As I said, it'd be more professional at 8 o'clock because you've got our Catherine, then tomorrow is a totally different story. You start checking out your baskets if I was you as well, because I don't want you to miss out on these, or I don't want you to miss out on your dies as well, because remember, first time they've been bought back individually. I will see you for the next hour as well, you lucky little sausages.